What if I told you the biggest threat to your masculinity isn't age, isn't stress, isn't even low testosterone, and it's already affecting you right now? Most men think they're losing their edge because they're getting older. They blame work, they blame sleep, they blame responsibility. But the real problem is quieter than that, and far more dangerous, because it doesn't feel like an attack. It feels normal. It feels like life. But it's not life. It's conditioning. Let me explain. You weren't born distracted. You weren't born tired. You weren't born passive. You were wired for pursuit, for focus, for intensity, for dominance over your environment. But slowly, without noticing, your nervous system was rewired. Every notification, every scroll, every short dopamine hit, every late-night screen glow, every comfort choice over discomfort. Your brain adapted, and adaptation feels like aging. But it's not aging. It's overstimulation. You see, masculinity is built on tension, on challenge, on controlled stress, on friction. But modern life removes friction. You don't hunt. You don't compete physically. You don't face danger. You consume. And consumption weakens drive. Because your biology expects resistance. When there is no resistance, your system downregulates. Less dopamine baseline, less testosterone signaling, less nitric oxide production, less drive, less edge. And you don't even notice. You just feel flat, like something is missing. And here's the part no one tells you. When dopamine spikes constantly, your brain lowers its sensitivity, which means normal life feels dull, and dullness kills initiative. And when initiative dies, masculinity fades. Not dramatically, not overnight, but slowly, silently. You stop chasing, you start tolerating, you stop leading, you start reacting, you stop building, you start escaping. That's the silent killer. Not age, not hormones alone, but a brain that's been trained to avoid effort. Now, here's where it gets interesting, because this isn't just psychological, it's physiological. Chronic overstimulation increases cortisol. Cortisol suppresses testosterone. Lower testosterone reduces nitric oxide production. Lower nitric oxide reduces circulation. Reduced circulation impacts energy, confidence, and yes, performance. You thought it was separate. It's all connected. Your brain, your hormones, your drive, your presence, your edge. One system, and if one part is dysregulated, the rest follows. Now here's the question. If modern life is draining you, can you reverse it? Yes, but not with motivation, not with hustle quotes, not with pretending you're fine. You reverse it by rebuilding tension. You reintroduce friction. You train your nervous system to handle stress again. You lift heavy. You sleep deeply. You remove constant stimulation. You expose yourself to discomfort on purpose. Cold showers, difficult conversations, hard training, silence without screens. You teach your brain, I am not weak. And slowly, your baseline shifts. Dopamine stabilizes, testosterone responds, nitric oxide improves, circulation improves, energy returns, clarity sharpens, presence strengthens. This isn't hype, it's biology. And here's the final truth. The silent killer of masculinity is comfort, and comfort is addictive. But discipline restores edge, and biology rewards discipline. The men who look powerful in their 40s and 50s aren't lucky. They manage stimulation. They protect their nervous system. They rebuild their hormonal baseline. They treat their biology like an asset, not an afterthought. So ask yourself, are you aging or are you overstimulated? Are you weak or are you dysregulated? Because once you see it, you can't unsee it. And once you correct it, everything changes. Energy, confidence, focus, performance, edge. It was never gone. It was suppressed. And now you know the enemy.